Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. I'm here at County Park, Central Illinois, that I will be hunting on a doe permit here in a couple weeks. Kind of just done real quick scouting a spot that I killed a doe last year. Seen a rub as soon as I got into this place, saw a big pile of poop, and then I actually jumped a pretty nice buck, which unfortunately I won't be able to shoot. Got a little bit of footage of him as he was running off. I don't know if it's very good footage or not, but I know I got his tail end, so check it when I get home. As I was walking around out here, I was kind of reminded of the safety that we should all take into the woods. There's quite a bit of dead wood on the ground around here, quite a bit of split trees and hangers above me, so kind of wanted to take a minute to stress the importance of looking over our equipment, looking over the trees that we decide to climb up in. So I'm gonna take a minute to look over my stuff. I've got one of my sticks here, kind of look over the stitching that actually makes this eye loop. Stitching doesn't look bad. There's some frayed spots, but it's still all attached. Kind of pull at it to make sure that it doesn't come loose on both sides here. Make sure your cam buckle is properly working. And then make sure all these bolts on your steps are attached. It's not a very long process at all, and it could help you from getting injured. Okay, next I've got my saddle. I look over the stitching on this, look over my buckles, make sure there's no kinds of cracks in there and there's no kind of loose spots. If you tug on the most important spots, and then check over your buckles as well. Then my bridge attachment, I've got these two rings. There's actually an Allen bolt in here. Checked this earlier, but make sure any kind of bolt like that is tight as well. And then, of course, if your bridge is like mine that has an eye loop built into it, I would check that stitching and casing around that as well. Once again, not a very long process, but it could save your life. Okay, so I have my lineman's belt and my tether. I kind of just look over this rope, make sure there's no nicks or cuts in it, make sure my carabiner's working properly, all my eye loops that are sewn in and cased, make sure those look good as well, and then make sure that you've got stopper knots tied like this one here, so your prusik will not come off that rope if it decides to slide on you. Everything's looking good. Now I'm ready to climb a tree. Okay, I kind of want to just show you this. This here is what we call included bark in the arborist industry. This tree is very close to splitting. Eventually the weight of the tree will just make it split in half. You know, when you're climbing a tree and you see any kind of branch union that looks similar to that, I would not climb it. It could split basically at any time, especially with the added weight of a human. All right, I think I've found the tree that I want to climb. I've kind of checked around the base, make sure that there's no rotting around the base. Made sure the bark isn't really falling off in any spot. This did have a branch here at one point, looks like, but it's healed over real nice. And then I've checked above me, and there isn't really any huge dead wood up there. It is a skinnier tree, but I never climb anything that is smaller than my thigh. So this tree is about the smallest diameter tree that I would climb, and of course it's a windier day, so I will be kind of swinging around in it, but it looks like a good, healthy, strong tree. I'm going to go ahead and put my sticks up there and climb up. So I've kind of gone over the things that I look at with my equipment, the trees that I climb. I just want to stress the importance of safety to everybody out there going hunting soon, or that's already been hunting. We kind of get complacent and think everything's good. We might hike in the morning and pick whatever tree, and then all of a sudden the sun comes up and we look above us and there's a big dead hanger above us. So just kind of be careful, know what you're sitting in, and know your equipment well, and check it over periodically throughout the season. Don't get too complacent, and have a safe hunting season. Thanks for watching The Normal Outdoors. We'll see you next time.